Okay, welcome everybody out to another opening of PhotoGIJoeHero. Today we're going to open a 2-pack with Puma and Diesel from the Core Elite set. This is kind of an older set. I picked up quite a few of these over at Walmart. Obviously it's the only place you could pick these up at the time. But I use Puma as a custom in a lot of my Disney figure customs. So I've picked up quite a few packs from the two of them. I have probably 30-ish Diesel bodies and heads laying around. But because I don't use that one very much. But obviously Puma is a character that I have done. If you haven't seen many of my customs, you should check it out on my PhotoGIJoeHero Instagram page. But I've used her quite a bit. It was a good series. Good price was the big thing. I know that right now you have to get a lot of expensive figures to get some action figures for kids to play with, and there was quite a few of these. Some were better than others, obviously, but they make good custom fodder. I've used Plague's head quite a bit in some figures that I've done, and then Snakebite I've used quite a bit. I did also a opening of Snakebite and Ogre, and I did some shots of them together and individually that I have posted on my Instagram account. But I figured that I would get this one open as well to give the review. So let me get my pocket knife out and we'll do the opening without slicing my hand. That would be great. Get that cut. Our boxes were kind of awkward to open. Let's see if I got them enough. Okay, put that down. So we'll start with Diesel, Team C Squad, Deck Brody. So, so this is Diesel. He's good figure. I liked how they used a lot of his body parts for ninjas in the early ones. So it kind of fit that he turned into a diver, I guess. The details on these, other than the articulation, the details are really good. The paint apps are really good. The faces are pretty good. I think that the Core Elite did a really good job for the price that you're dealing with. So that's why I've used them quite a bit. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of the straight legs, but they bend pretty good. I kind of wish that all of the male figures had the same body type as the two females did from that series. But the newer ones that they came out with have done a better job of being articulated on the waist. So anyway, that's Diesel, and they don't really say who the weapons go with, other than well, birds actually fit really well with her, so they're not hard to tell that way. But the weapons I gave some of the guys are a little different. This one works. I've used it in my customs as well, kind of like a little harpoon gun, I guess. But anyway, so that's Diesel. Put him down, and then we'll get to Puma. And like Snakebite, she comes with hand, drawing a blank all of a sudden. Brain doesn't work when you get old. She's got a harpoon gun, not a harpoon gun. Anyway, she's got that. Well, let's see. I'll put that down. We'll open everything out first, and then I'll talk through. 2 knives, which I'll show you where they go if you didn't know. And then her silent pistol. Okay, so this is Puma. I like her, honestly, better than Snakebite. The head seems to, I don't know, seems a little more human than Snakebite's was. I don't have a Snakebite laying around, or I'd compare them. Anyway, so as you've seen in some of my other episodes, they had different, or in my Snakebite episode, they had different chest. Started out with where you could see the cleavage a little better, or a little more, I shouldn't say a little better. And then they went to where it was still skin color down there, and then the last ones had where it cuts it off right there. You can take that for whatever you want. I personally didn't think it was that big of a deal, but they are selling to kids. There are still some design flaws on some of this. She's missing the paint around her back. It's interesting. It's the first time I've seen that. But again, the details are really good. I've painted the legs and arms and body of Puma and Snakebite probably 100 times at this point. The artwork is really good. This one actually has different artwork on the legs. You got the skull, the little sticker app. It's not really a sticker, but her feet are a little different too. This is definitely different than all the others that I've done. Kind of interesting. But the paint's off a little on this. The legs, the way they move is so much better than the male one. And the arms as well. They're really articulated. You don't have the wrist bendy, but for the most part, the articulation is really good. And then the head. She kind of looks like her face has been smashed in a little bit, but that's how it looks. The top chest moves. That's also, I think, a good feature. Would be good to see that the man built kind of similar. I know the newer ones are built better, but anyway. But the details are good. Got the leg holster, which is where the firearm with the silence goes, with the little hole to come out. You have, the crossbow. I figured out the word later, but the crossbow. And then you have the knives, which, in case you didn't know, they fit right back here for use and at another time. If they stick, which that one doesn't want to stick very well. So that's Puma. I like her weapons. I've painted pretty much all of them because they're kind of plain this way. But and then she also has the little knife that comes on her foot. Good figures. I've, like I said, customized close to 100 of them by now. And I've really enjoyed them. I have a couple that I keep just of themselves as well. One thing that I think is missing is that there's no holes for them. So I've had to drill that out every time I've done it. Oops. Get their knife back on. That knife does not want to stay on there. So we'll just lean her right there. And, oh, that's those two figures. So that is Puma and Diesel. Core Elite figures. And thanks everyone for joining. I'll get the pictures up later, and we will see you next time. Thanks.